Maria knocked on my office door at 2:47 p.m. on a Tuesday. I was on a conference call, but something about her face made me mute immediately. She was holding a plastic grocery bag. Her hands were shaking. "Mr. Harrison," she said quietly, "I need to show you something." I stepped into the hallway. She opened the bag. Inside were condom wrappers, dozens of them, gold foil, torn open, some crumpled, some folded. I stared at them, my brain refusing to process what I was seeing. "I found them under the bed," Maria said. "Your wife's side, behind the dust ruffle. They were hidden." My mouth went dry. "How many?" I counted. 47. The hallway tilted. "My wife Lauren and I have been married for 9 years. We have 2 kids. And we haven't used condoms since 2014. I had a vasectomy 6 years ago." Maria's voice was gentle. "Mr. Harrison, there's something else." She reached into the bag and pulled out a receipt, crumpled, dated 3 weeks ago. "Hampton Inn, room 314, 2 nights. The same weekend Lauren said she was at a work conference in Cleveland." I looked at Maria. "Where did you find this?" "In the pocket of a jacket, in her closet. I was checking for dry cleaning." My hands were numb. My chest felt like someone had parked a truck on it. "I'm sorry," Maria whispered. "I didn't know if I should tell you, but you've been kind to me. You deserve to know." I stood there in my own hallway, holding a bag of evidence that my marriage was a lie. And the worst part? This was just the beginning. If you want to know what I did next and what I found when I started digging, hit subscribe, because those 47 wrappers led me to a truth that destroyed more than just my marriage. My name is Daniel Harrison. I'm 38 years old, and I live in a suburb outside of Minneapolis. I'm a software engineer. I work from home 3 days a week, commute to the office 2 days. My wife, Lauren, is a marketing director for a healthcare company. She travels occasionally, works long hours, makes good money. We have 2 kids, Emma, 7, and Noah, 5. On paper, we're the American dream. 4-bedroom house, 2 cars, a golden retriever named Biscuit. We host barbecues, we go to parent-teacher conferences, we argue about whose turn it is to take out the trash. Normal, boring, safe. Or so I thought. I hired Maria 6 months ago. Lauren and I were drowning. 2 full-time jobs, 2 kids, a house that was slowly falling apart under the weight of our chaos. Laundry piled up, dishes sat in the sink for days. The kids' bathroom looked like a crime scene. "We need help," Lauren said one night, standing in the kitchen surrounded by evidence of our failure to adult properly. "You mean a cleaner?" She said, "I mean a miracle worker." I posted on a local Facebook group. Maria responded within an hour. She was 52, from Guatemala, had been cleaning houses in the Twin Cities for 15 years. Her references were glowing. We hired her to come twice a week, Tuesdays and Fridays, 4 hours each day.
She was quiet, efficient, thorough. She didn't just clean, she organized. She found systems where we had chaos. Within a month, our house looked like adults lived in it. The kids loved her. She'd leave little notes for them. "Good job on your spelling test, Emma," or "I saw your Lego castle, Noah. Very cool." Lauren barely acknowledged her. A quick, "Thanks, Maria," on her way out the door. I always made a point to talk to her, ask about her day, her family, her son who was studying engineering at the community college. She was kind, hardworking, honest. And on that Tuesday afternoon, she became the person who blew my life apart. The morning started normal. I was in my home office on back-to-back Zoom calls. Lauren had left early for a meeting downtown. The kids were at school. Maria arrived at 10 a.m. like always. I heard her moving through the house, vacuum humming, water running, the soft clink of dishes being put away. Around 2:30, I finished my last call and went to grab coffee. That's when she knocked. "Mr. Harrison." Her face was pale. Her hands were clutching a plastic grocery bag like it contained a bomb. "I need to show you something." We stood in the hallway outside my office. She opened the bag. Condom wrappers, gold foil, Trojan brand, dozens of them. I stared, my brain short-circuiting. "Where did you find these?" "Under the bed, your wife's side. They were pushed way back behind the dust ruffle. I only found them because I was vacuuming and the attachment pulled the fabric." I reached into the bag, picked one up. The foil was torn, empty. I counted them. Maria had already done it, but I needed to see for myself. 47. 47 condom wrappers hidden under my wife's side of the bed. My hands started shaking. "Mr. Harrison," Maria said softly, "I'm sorry. I didn't want to. I wasn't sure if I should." "You did the right thing," I said, my voice sounding far away. She reached into the bag again, pulled out a receipt. "I found this in a jacket pocket, in her closet. I was checking for dry cleaning tags." I took the receipt. "Hampton Inn, Minneapolis South, room 314. Check-in, October 14th. Check-out, October 16th. Total, $287.43. October 14th. 3 weeks ago. The weekend, Lauren said she was at a marketing conference in Cleveland. I'd watched the kids all weekend, solo parented while she was networking. She'd even called me Saturday night. "Just got back to the hotel. Long day. Miss you guys." I believed her. I believed every word. I don't remember what I said to Maria after that. I think I thanked her. I think I told her to finish her work and go home early. I don't remember walking back into my office, but I remember sitting at my desk staring at that bag and feeling the floor drop out from under my life. Lauren and I stopped using condoms in 2014. We'd been trying for our second kid. When Noah was born, I got a vasectomy. We were done. No more birth control. No more condoms.
For 6 years, we hadn't needed them. So why were there 47 wrappers under her side of the bed? I did what any man would do in that moment. I went numb. Not angry, not sad, just empty. I sat there for an hour, maybe more, staring at the wall. Then I opened my laptop. I logged into our cell phone account. We were on a family plan. I could see her call logs, her texts, at least the metadata. I started scrolling. October 14th, the day she left for Cleveland. 7:42 a.m. Text to a number I didn't recognize. 9:15 a.m. Call from the same number. Duration, 4 minutes. 11:03 a.m. Another text. 2:37 p.m. Call. Duration, 11 minutes. I clicked on the number. Ran it through a reverse lookup. Trevor Mathis. Age, 34. Occupation, Sales Manager, MedTech Solutions. MedTech Solutions. Lauren's company. I kept digging. The texts went back months, hundreds of them. I couldn't see the content, just the timestamps, but the pattern was clear. Mornings, lunch hours, late nights after I'd gone to bed. Calls that lasted 20, 30, 40 minutes. I pulled up Lauren's work calendar. It was synced to our shared Google account, something we'd set up years ago so I'd know when she had late meetings. October 14 to 16, Cleveland Marketing Summit. I Googled it. There was no Cleveland Marketing Summit that weekend. I checked her credit card statements. We had separate cards, but I was an authorized user on hers for emergencies. October 14, Hampton Inn, $287.43. October 14, dinner at a steakhouse, $156. October 15, brunch, $47. October 15, liquor store, $63. She'd spent the weekend at a hotel 20 minutes from our house with Trevor Mathis. while I made pancakes for our kids and told them Mommy would be home soon. I didn't confront her that night. She came home around 6:30, breezing through the door with her work bag and a smile. "Hey, how was your day?" "Fine. Yours?" "Exhausting. Back-to-back meetings. I'm starving." She kissed me on the cheek. Smelled like perfume I didn't recognize. We ate dinner. She asked Emma about school, laughed at Noah's story about a kid who brought a lizard for show and tell. She was normal. Like nothing was wrong. Like she hadn't spent the last 6 months sleeping with someone else. After the kids went to bed, she curled up on the couch with her laptop. "I've got some emails to catch up on," she said. I sat across from her, watching. Her phone buzzed. She glanced at it, smiled slightly, typed something back. Then she looked up at me. "You okay? You're quiet." "Just tired," I said. "Yeah, me too." She went back to her screen. I went back to planning. That night, after Lauren fell asleep, I went into the garage. I pulled out an old shoebox from a shelf in the back. Inside was something I'd bought 2 years ago and never used, a voice-activated recorder. I'd bought it for work, thought I might need it for meetings, never did. Now, I had a different use for it. I went back inside, waited until I heard Lauren's steady breathing. Then I slipped into our bedroom, crouched down, and placed the recorder under her nightstand, hidden behind a stack of books she never read.
I turned it on. The tiny red light blinked once, then went dark. Voice activated, 30-hour battery life. I stood up, looked at my wife sleeping peacefully in our bed, and felt nothing. No love, no anger, just cold, clear focus. The next morning, Lauren left for work at 7:30. I waited until 8, then called my boss. "Hey, I need to take a personal day. Family stuff." "Everything okay?" "Yeah, just need to handle something." I hung up. Then I got in my car and drove to the Hampton Inn. The hotel was generic, beige exterior, corporate logo, a parking lot half full of mid-range sedans. I walked into the lobby. A young guy at the front desk looked up. "Help you?" "Yeah, I'm trying to confirm a reservation. My wife stayed here a few weeks ago, October 14th through 16th, room 314. He typed. "Name? Lauren Harrison." More typing. "Yep, got it. 2 nights. Checked out on the 16th. Was it just her, or was someone else on the reservation?" He hesitated. "Sir, I can't really—" I pulled out my wallet, slid a 50 across the counter. He glanced around, pocketed it. 2 guests, checked in together, man and a woman. "You remember what he looked like?" "Not really. Tall, maybe? Dark hair? They didn't cause any trouble. Quiet." "They ask for anything specific? Late checkout? Extra towels?" He smirked. "Do not disturb" sign stayed on the door the whole time. I felt my jaw tighten. "Thanks." I walked out, sat in my car, stared at the building. Room 314. 3rd floor, corner room. I imagined her in there, with him, laughing, touching, doing things we used to do. Using condoms because she didn't want to risk bringing something home to me. My phone buzzed. A text from Lauren. "Don't forget to pick up Noah from school today. I have a late meeting." I stared at the message. Then I typed back. "Got it." I didn't go home. I drove to a coffee shop, sat in the corner with my laptop, and I started building a file. Phone records, credit card statements, the hotel receipt, the condom wrappers, photographed, cataloged, dated. I created a spreadsheet. Every suspicious charge, every late-night text, every work trip that didn't add up. I cross-referenced her calendar with her credit card activity. Patterns emerged. Late meetings that ended with charges at bars and restaurants, conferences that had no online presence, team dinners where she was the only one from her team. It was all there, a trail so obvious I felt like an idiot for not seeing it sooner. Or maybe I had seen it. Maybe I just didn't want to believe it. That night, I picked up the recorder from under her nightstand while she was giving the kids a bath. I took it to my office, plugged it into my laptop. 3 hours of audio. I put in headphones and pressed play. Most of it was nothing. Silence. The sound of her getting ready in the morning. A phone call with her mom.
Then, at the 1:47:22 mark, her phone rang. "Hey," she said. Her voice was different, softer, warmer. A man's voice. "Hey, beautiful. Miss you. Miss you too. When can I see you again? I don't know. Daniel's been around a lot lately, working from home. So come at lunch. I'll get us a room." She laughed. "You're insatiable. Only for you." Silence. Then, "I wish I could just leave, start over, with you. Why don't you?" "It's complicated. The kids, the house, he'd fight me on everything." "So let him. You're miserable." "I'm not miserable, I'm just stuck." More silence. "I love you," he said. A pause, then quietly, "I love you too." I stopped the recording, sat there in the dark, stared at the screen. I love you too. 9 years of marriage, 2 kids, a life we'd built together. And she loved someone else. I didn't sleep that night. I lay next to her, staring at the ceiling, listening to her breathe. At 3 a.m. she rolled over, draped an arm across my chest. In her sleep, she whispered, "Love you." I didn't respond, because I didn't know if she was talking to me or dreaming about him. The next morning, I called a lawyer. His name was Richard Klein, divorce attorney, came highly recommended by a guy at work who'd been through it. I sat in his office at 9 a.m., the folder of evidence on the table between us. He flipped through it, slowly, methodically. When he finished, he looked up. "This is thorough. I'm a software engineer. I'm good with data." He smiled slightly. "I can see that. So what do I do?" "First, we file. Adultery is grounds in Minnesota, and you've got proof. That'll help with asset division, possibly custody." "I want custody," I said. "Primary, at least. With this evidence, you've got a strong case, especially if we can show her affair affected her ability to parent." "It did. She's been lying to them, to all of us." He nodded. "We'll document that. But here's the thing. Divorce is ugly. It's going to get worse before it gets better. Are you ready for that?" I thought about the condom wrappers, the hotel receipt, the recording. I'm ready. I didn't tell Lauren. Not yet. I went home, played with the kids, made dinner. She came home late, again. "Sorry, traffic was awful." I checked her location on Find My Friends. She'd been at a bar 6 blocks from her office for 2 hours. "No problem," I said. "There's leftovers in the fridge." She kissed my cheek. "You're the best." I watched her walk upstairs, and I felt nothing. Richard filed the papers on a Friday. Lauren was served at her office on Monday morning. I wasn't there, but I heard about it later. She called me at 10:47 a.m. "What the fuck, Daniel?" "Hey, Lauren, you're divorcing me without even talking to me?" "We can talk now." "This is insane. Over what? Some rough patch?" "It's not a rough patch. It's an affair." Silence. "I don't know what you—" "Trevor Mathis, Hampton Inn, October 14th, 47 condom wrappers under your side of the bed." More silence. "Daniel?" "I have recordings, Lauren. I have receipts. I have phone records. I have everything." Her voice cracked. "You've been spying on me? You've been fucking someone else. It wasn't. Save it for your lawyer." I hung up. My hands were shaking, but I felt lighter. She came home that night like a hurricane, slammed the door, threw her bag on the floor. "We need to talk." "No, we don't." "Daniel, please, let me explain." "There's nothing to explain. You cheated. I'm done." It was a mistake. For 6 months? She stopped. How long have you known? Long enough. Tears started. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. It just happened. He made me feel... I don't care how he made you feel. We can fix this. Counseling, therapy, whatever you want. I looked at her, really looked at her. The woman I'd married, the mother of my children. A stranger. I don't want to fix it, I said. I want you out. She moved out 2 weeks later, into an apartment downtown, alone. Turns out Trevor wasn't interested in playing house. When she told him she was getting divorced, he panicked. I didn't think you'd actually leave, he said. He broke it off. She called me, crying. He left me. Good, I said, and hung up. The divorce took 4 months. I got primary custody. She got every other weekend. I got the house. She got her car and half the savings. I got to keep my dignity. She got to explain to our kids why Mommy doesn't live with us anymore. A year later, I'm sitting in my kitchen. The kids are asleep upstairs. Biscuit is snoring on the couch. Maria still comes twice a week. She doesn't mention that Tuesday afternoon. Neither do I. But sometimes when she's leaving, she'll squeeze my shoulder. You're doing good, Mr. Harrison. Thanks, Maria. I still think about those 47 rappers sometimes. Not with anger, not with sadness, just with clarity. Because they taught me something important. The truth doesn't care about your feelings. It doesn't wait for you to be ready. It just is. And once you see it, you can't unsee it. If this story hit home, comment, I see it. If you've ever found something you weren't supposed to find, if you've ever had your world flipped upside down by the truth, this one's for you. Hit subscribe for more stories about the moment everything changes, because sometimes the truth is hidden under the bed, and sometimes it takes a stranger to help you find it.